I went to Robert Smith's house and tell you this quick story, the billionaire. And the story is you got 30 minutes. No one gets more than 30 minutes of his time, period. I was told that. I done got a jet on a flew to Austin to his house. Cool, for 30 minutes, man. Do you know how bad I wanted to sit with this man to get a jet and go somewhere for 30-minute meeting? I was at Robert Smith's house for 7 hours.
Wow.
I was leaving his house and I asked the lady who runs it, I said, can I ask you a question? I said, I was expecting to leave in 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I said, why was I in this man's house for 7 hours? She said, you know why, Steve? She said, because you're the first person that sat with him for 20 minutes and ain't asking for no money. The biggest thing Robert Smith taught me was to scale up. Everything you saying, Steve, scale it. You want to bring 300 boys to your ranch? How do you bring 3,000 to your ranch? You bring 3,000, how do you bring 30,000? You want to change 30,000 lives? How you change 300,000 lives? He taught me that valuable lesson. And me and Robert Smith, we've been friends ever since, man. And when he gave that money to Morehouse and paid off all them loans, do you know he meets with them brothers once a month? He meets with them once a month. I was on the yacht for my birthday. He called me and said, Steve, need you to join this call with me on Thursday night. Man, ain't no problem. Got on the lunch with him and got in on the Zoom call with him. He had about 40, 50 of them cats on the line, sat online, and all I did was give them information about the mindset you have to have for success. You got to get your mind wrapped around this thing, man. If you don't get this here, you got to have successful thoughts. Everything I think is big, and everything I try to think is positive. And I'm human. I have my days, when I have doubts, and I'm human. But right after that, whenever I think something ain't working, I do two things. I start thinking I get grateful, and I immediately go into prayer. I get grateful, and then I just say, okay, God, I thank you for what all you done for me. Let me just shut up and cool out. And then I go into prayer. And dog, what I have now is because of that. It's not because like I'm the funniest cat out there. Somebody asked me one time, you think you that funny? I don't know. I know enough people do. I got 100 million people willing to give me $1. I made a few 100 million. Now, you might not think I'm funny, but I don't really need you to make it though, do I? There's a whole lot of people hating on y'all, but you don't need that one of them.
That's a fact.
The fact that I ain't never heard now one of Lil Baby's records. I wouldn't know a Lil Baby song. He don't need me. A$AP Rocky. He got Rihanna. What he need me for? Scripture says that your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. That's what a gift does. Now, if you can use your gift towards your family, you may have an affinity for loving your family, and it provides a certain level of comfort or encouragement to them, and that's just you being a beautiful person. But something in your life that you does will make room for you. And what that means is it'll make a way for you. Your gift will make a way for you. It'll provide your life to have purpose and meaning. That's what it means when it says your gift will make room for you. Like my gift has made room for me. It has allowed me to spread out and expand. If you're a teacher, your gift has made room for you. You're an educator. This woman's been an educator for 30-some years. She loves that. You need people like that. Who educates the children, you know what I mean? That's a gift. So it's not either or. You don't have to pick your family over your career. If you're doing that, it's because your family is laying some type of guilt trip on you. And see, that's a very dangerous family member. Once again, I told you, the devil's job is to ruin you of your destiny. Some of the people who work for the devil are your family and your friends. So you got to be conscious, man. I've had family members when I first got started tell me, you got to get out of comedy. You just need a regular job. You got these twins. You can't be going off nowhere. But if I don't go off nowhere, I never become this. You're not going to get famous in Cleveland, Ohio. You can't tell jokes just in Cleveland and get famous. So I had to go away to get it done. But I think I understand you can love your family and love your gift. And you shouldn't have to pick between the two. Because guilt is the most useless emotion in the world. Guilt serves the purpose of no one except the person who's trying to apply it for manipulative purposes. Every time I've ever been guilty is because somebody, oh, you just done forgot us. Oh, so now you think you all that. No, I don't think, no. See, what happened is you think that I'm all this, and you think I now think I'm this, when I'm really the same dude. One thing I learned about money, money doesn't change people. Money allows you to be more of who you really are. But if you're miserable, if you go into a job and you miserable every day, you needs to quit. You're gonna waste your whole life going to do something you miserable at. You ever heard the story of Marie Callender? You familiar with Marie Callender, the restaurant? Yeah. The pies? You know how she started? She worked at a greasy spoon diner. Clear it out, please. The guy, she was single, that was her only job. The guy's diner was struggling. He didn't have hardly no customers in it. One day, Marie Callender said, you know what? I make pretty good pie. Let me try to sell some pies to help you out. He had nothing to do. He said, come on. She made one pie, bought it in next day. One guy sitting at the counter bought a slice of Marie Callender pie. He loved it. He came back, he bought another slice, and he told somebody. Somebody else came in. Next thing you know, all 8 slices was gone. So the next day, Marie Callender made 2 pies. She came in the next day, sold 2 pies. Next day, she made 4 pies. Sold all 4 of the pies. She sold so many pies that the oven she had wouldn't keep up, so she saved her money and she bought a bigger oven. She was making so many pies for the Greasy Spoon hamburger joint that the guy stopped selling hamburgers. All he started selling was Marie Callender pies. She just made pie, man. Today, there are over 122 Marie Callender restaurants. You can't go to a frozen food section and you don't see Marie Callender frozen foods and dinners in there. You know what Marie Callender do? She make pie. She was gifted at pie. If you babysit, babysit. Everybody bring their kids to you, babysitters turn into daycare centers. Daycare centers making hundreds of millions of dollars. You just got to get a chain of them. Man, come on, y'all. You're sitting on these incredible gifts that God gave you and you're not using them. Use your God-given gift. You're going to have to make a decision. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't going to live on that job you got. Now, if you're gifted at your job, that's another thing. That's a whole nother thing. People are gifted as teachers. People are gifted as ministers. People are gifted as nurses. That's a whole nother thing. You're doing your gift. But if you're miserable, if you go into a job and you're miserable every day, you needs to quit. You're going to waste your whole life going to do something you miserable at? Are you kidding me? You're talking about the rest of your life, you're going to do something that you are miserable at doing. Are you kidding me? When God clearly has given you a gift that will make room for you. The Bible says your gift will make room for you. You know what that means? It'll let you stretch out. It'll let you do things you never thought you'd be able to do. It makes space for you. Take you places, to put you in the presence of great men. That's what your gift do for you. You ain't gonna get none of that down at your job. So now that's up to you, but you gotta make a choice now. You got to go live and do your gift, or you can exist and keep your job. That's a choice you gotta make. And if you think you're too old, you can stop that right there. Because Kentucky Fried Chicken was trying to sell his chicken recipe for 40 years. Nobody believed in it. He didn't get his first franchise till he was in his 60s. Why you think that picture of him? Look at the picture of the Colonel. He ain't 26 on that picture. He old. He didn't hit it till he was old. And he sold more chicken than anybody in the world until a company came along called Chick-fil-A. I read self-help books and motivation books. I learn other people's stories to help keep me motivated. Stop filling your head with this nonsense, watching all the housewives shows and stuff. Go buy the book called The Secret, Go home on Netflix and rent that movie called The Secret and sit down and watch that. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's all about the Bible. Everything is success. I'm on the road now, so I'm just trying to listen to me. You got to, look, man, that Bible is the greatest self-help book ever written. Everything, I only read one book in the Bible, that's Proverbs, because the book of wisdom and understanding. I ain't never read another book in the Bible. But I remember I got Proverbs down. So he gave me wisdom and understanding. I ain't got no book knowledge. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no degree. I ain't got nothing. But I got dreams and visions. I know how to apply about 6 scriptures. But I know 6 real good ones. You need to learn a couple of scriptures, apply them to yourself, and go on and change your life.